So imagine someone trying to take down your social media accounts because, wait for it, you talk about them trying to utilize German law to take down your social media accounts. It reminds me of a joke I'm totally not making up on the fly about how many nameless person supporters does it take to deplatform a light bulb. I'm not sure. The lights are still on here, so yeah, I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna laugh. So hey there, to all you fine folks, by the way, I hope your days are going perfectly. But more than that, as we enter that second month of 2021, I hope that the new year, it is indeed finding you kindly. So I imagine I'm like many other people out there. When I get an official mail from Twitter, and I'm talking about official, I'm not talking about reminders, I'm not talking about people messaging me and on, I'm talking about official letters from Twitter. Yeah, they're never ever any good thing. They don't send me spam, after all. I don't want any of that. I don't get it. I don't get any reminders because I'm not reporting people. So the only thing I pretty much get from them are reports telling me that, hey, somebody has tried to take you down. Now, I'm going to read you these in just a minute, plus I'm going to go through responses to them because apparently people get really, really angry when you actually respond. But before I do, I want to point out a new trend, and that trend is utilizing German law. That's what you're seeing pointed out here, aka the Network Enforcement Act. Now, when I talk about this as deplatform strategy too, make no mistake, that's not conspiracy. You have plenty of people out there that do this, and what they do is they utilize VPNs to do so. They'll go in, they'll dial up their VPN to whatever country they think will give them the best opportunity to take someone down they don't like. They'll queue in on that. They'll make themselves an account, and yeah, going from there, they'll try to shut you down. Now, seemingly a favorite for people out there is the Network Enforcement Act, aka the Facebook Act, because it's a German law that's aimed at combating agitation and quote-unquote fake news in social networks. Now, what's amazing about this here is the very thing that they're aiming at, saying that they have a better chance of taking you down with, is the reason that you actually find out, because normally you don't find out about these attempts at all. So with that considered, and we will go over that act that's being utilized in just a moment, but all of that brings us to our first official letter. Look at how these official letters start out too. They're so polite there, aren't they? Hello. Well, hey there. How you doing, Twitter? So Twitter is required by German law to provide notice to users who are reported by people from Germany via the Network Enforcement Act reporting flow. So you see that there right off the bat. That's why I brought up the NEA, because people from Germany, again, that is rife for abuse. We have received a complaint regarding your account at ThatUmbrella. That's me, by the way. You can follow me on Twitter for the following content. They always give you a tweet ID, by the way. They have a huge number with it, plus tweet text. I saw Amber Alert trending. By the way, it was trending in the United States. Again, that's something interesting. Trending in the U.S. You comment about something in the U.S., you end up having someone try to jack you up with German law. By the way, I wonder, do people think because I redact names in videos that you can't utilize those names? I wonder about that. But anyway, I saw Amber Alert trending and thought, yeah, everyone should be alert when it comes to that nameless party. You know exactly what her name is. She steals fingers. I'm sure you know the background of that. Australia 2015. Clean sheets. Yeah, I'm sure you know about Poopgate by now. Put cigarettes out on your face. What a freaking monster. And I stand with that statement, by the way. You'd have to be a freaking monster to do some of this stuff. So, here's to justice for JD, to 200 of you she's targeted. If you don't know about that, by the way, watch my last video. It talks about the 200. It talks about the insanity to it, including Twitter. Yeah, and more. So that's the statement that they wanted to report. That's the first one. So our good buddies at the old Tweeter factory, they decided that they would have a look at it. Let's see what they had to say. We have investigated the reported content and have found it is not subject to removal under the Tweeter rules or German law. Accordingly, we have not taken any action as a result of this specific report. Sincerely, Twitter. Oh, look at the way they end that too. Now, I'll show you where that link goes in just a second, by the way, because it goes to the Twitter rules. So remember, you not only have the stacking of Twitter rules, but you also have German law. But yeah, I'm in the free and clear. Who would have thunk it, right? So me, I do what any well-adjusted net denizen does in a situation like this. I mock it. I mock it ruthlessly because, you tried to take me down, sucker. And yeah, your attempt didn't work. You can see this is redacted too. I always redact that, by the way. Like I said, I do wonder if people get some kind of wrong impression with that, like you have to do it. But nameless person supporters trying to flag my Twitter down. Funny enough, they're using German law like the little free speech suppressing N to the A to the Z to the I's they are. I use that, by the way, let's note, not to take shots at German people. I actually lived in Germany for quite some time when I was a kid. Loved the place. Beautiful place, greatest people around. But I utilize that because the very people that would take these things down, that's the word that they would slap on you. So hey, they're the bad guy in this situation, so reap it. Reap that whirlwind. Sorry about your luck, it continues. Been there. Done that, still standing and supporting JD in due process. So apparently we have some of those big brain try again folks here who think that they can't take down the first one. And well, I'm sure that they didn't like that buzzword that was being utilized at them again. So yeah, I got to try to take that down. Not only that, but if you scroll down the message, what you'll notice is they tried to take down another tweet. I guess that's good, right? One is the loneliest number. But no, if you look at this, yeah, these are some try again, folks. Why do I say that? That's the original post. So, they don't like me talking about those Amber Alerts. They don't like me talking about the truth, and they certainly don't like me mocking them, and especially utilizing their buzzwords. We have investigated the reported content and have found it is not subject to the removal under Twitter rules or German law. Oh man, frowny face, frowny face, frowny face. Maybe you can go in and report 3 tweets this time, starting with the newest one and just go down the roll. Accordingly, we have not taken any action as a result of the specific report. Oh man, the tears, they are flowing. So flashing back to the NEA, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but it's meant to do 2 things. It's meant to combat agitation. That's a very ambiguous way of saying hate speech. And these words, by the way, they should scare people. That's part of the criticism to it, because that it can be used to shut down legitimate arguments, and it's meant to combat fake news in social media. So they're saying no hate, no agitation, and above all, no fake news. Sorry about your luck. Now, looking over Twitter's rules, it's about the same thing. Not going to spend a lot of time on it, but you can see this is broken down into safety. You can see the titles here. You have privacy. Let me say, by the way, someone violates your privacy. They go out, put pictures of your home, your children up and on. Yeah, Twitter, they don't really do anything about that. Authenticity, you can see how that's broken down and on. So they're telling you none of that stuff's been manipulated as well. Social media. Seriously, though, remember this. I'm going to close on it. Anytime you talk about something, you inherit its quote-unquote detractors. Some people, they'll just argue with you. Crazier people, they'll try to take you down. Even crazier people will try to take things into real life and beyond. Make sure what you're talking about, it's worth inheriting those people. And you know what? This subject, I think it is. I definitely think it is. Because it doesn't just talk about celebrity or Hollywood. Oh, no. It talks about something that impacts everybody. And if one person falls to it, anyone can fall to it. And that, it's absolutely insane. But anyway, we'll see what the next chapter brings. Fun times indeed. And thank you for being here. You make this stuff work. If you want to help out the channel too, there are links in the description. Plenty of links. You can check those out. And I appreciate the heck out of all of you that just show up, support the channel by being here. So share, like, comment, feed that algorithm. But you being here, that matters. Watching this too. Getting to this point, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, we'll see you soon.